We are here to prepare children for a successful tomorrow. We start them young, early, in the years before they even unlock access to public or otherwise education, so that when they enter the classroom, they are fully confident and prepared to unlock all the benefits that education provides, so that when they enter the workforce, when they enter higher education, when they become family members and business owners, they are fully prepared to unlock their greatest potential. Utah Preparing Students Today for a Rewarding Tomorrow, or Upstart, is a program that families are able to use in-home with their preschool-aged children during the school year prior to entering kindergarten, regardless of whether or not they're utilizing any other kindergarten readiness programs, such as public or private preschool, Head Start preschool, daycares that provide preschool curriculums, homeschool programs, anything else that they're utilizing. All of these are key tools or resources that we talked about that, when put together, can help a child be fully ready for kindergarten. Upstart is a no-cost, fully funded resource available for any family residing in Utah. And the reason behind this is because Utah believes in investing in early childhood education as a guarantor of success for that child's future when they become an adult and a contributor to society. If you are a business owner, or you know a business owner who would like to get engaged in community engagement and nonprofit work, please connect with us, because we'd love to get the ball rolling on connecting you and your clientele and your employees, not only to Upstart, but to truly any and all of the resources that are out there in Utah to provide support.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hablemos of the Utah Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. My name is Heidi Camacho, and today we have a very special guest. We have Bailey Peters. Welcome. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Thank you so much, Heidi.
Thank you for being here. You are a representative of a phenomenal organization called Waterford.org, and it's an Upstart program. And tell us, why should our viewers tune into what you have to share today in the next 10 minutes?
Yes. So today we're going to be talking about a key that you can use to unlock the future success of your child, both in school and beyond, as a future contributor to the community.
Wow, what a powerful statement. Bailey, tell us a little bit about how can that be done? Because you're saying that anyone can have a child that, with the right resources, can become a future leader of tomorrow, right? How?
Absolutely.
What's the secret?
The secret is, at least as far as I'm here to talk about today, the Upstart program. Now, I know that's a mouthful. Why Upstart? I'll quickly go over the acronym: Utah Preparing Students for a Rewarding Tomorrow. Obviously, we dropped the F out of the acronym, so it rolls off the tongue a little bit more, Upstart. But the program and its goal is inherent in the acronym. We are here to prepare children for a successful tomorrow. We start them young, early, in the years before they even unlock access to public or otherwise education, so that when they enter the classroom, they are fully confident and prepared to unlock all the benefits that education provides, so that when they enter the workforce, when they enter higher education, when they become family members and business owners, they are fully prepared to unlock their greatest potential.
That's amazing. Tell us about the specific age group that you are looking to help when it comes to children, because there are a lot of ages. And so what is your focus?
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, Waterford.org, the organization that I represent and that combines with the state of Utah to provide the Upstart program, is an early learning organization. So we focus specifically on kindergarten readiness. Utah Preparing Students Today for a Rewarding Tomorrow, or Upstart, is a program that families are able to use in-home with their preschool-aged children during the school year prior to entering kindergarten, regardless of whether or not they're utilizing any other kindergarten readiness programs, such as public or private preschool, Head Start preschool, daycares that provide preschool curriculums, homeschool programs, anything else that they're utilizing. All of these are key tools or resources that we talked about that, when put together, can help a child be fully ready for kindergarten.
Wow, that is such an incredible work that you do. And it reminds me of this study that I once read maybe a couple of years ago that said that the biggest opportunity and really like the timing of a child's learning and formation is at that age. They're sponges. And so tell us a little bit just about like what kind of experiences does Waterford provide to ensure that all that you described happens?
Absolutely echo your statement at that age. Children are sponges. They are just sucking up information wherever they can. And that is why Upstart is primarily a home-based program. We want to reach children wherever they're learning, but in most cases, children are utilizing Upstart day to day in their homes. Perhaps their homes with their parents and their siblings, perhaps at home with grandparents, perhaps while they're being babysat by the neighbor. But we really want Upstart to remind families that learning begins in the home and continues in the home. This is also a great reminder for children that they don't go to school and turn their brains on and then come home and turn their brains off, that learning happens anywhere and is a continuous and fluid experience between the classroom, at home, in the grocery store. And so this is a resource that children utilize at home with the adults that support them on their journey to success. And as they're using it, they are being provided with an individualized and adaptive learning experience. So rather than every child logging on Upstart on the same time at the same day and learning the same material, regardless of what they're ready for, rather through constant interaction with this program in short 15-minute daily bursts, the program is able to, based on an adaptive software algorithm, adjust to that child's current learning level, regardless of where they're at. Above, at, or behind where they may be in their preschool classroom or where the majority of children are at in their preschool classroom. The program is going to reach them exactly where they're at. It's going to constantly assess the answers they give, whether correct or incorrect, and push them forward only when they're ready for new material. So the program is able to go really deep into exactly what a child needs right now and is able to truly test the waters as to whether or not a child needs additional practice before they feel fully comfortable with and foundationally successful in any area of early literacy and reading.
That is so amazing, because what I'm understanding from what you're saying is that the child is really just learning at their own pace.
Exactly.
Okay. And so when you see parents that go through this program and they bring their children, and what are their reactions to, I mean, you said an algorithm-based pacing of learning and of curriculum. What are their reactions? What do they say?
I would say it's a mix of definitely relief and almost shock at how easy to utilize and navigate this resource is, as well as excitement over how engaging and bonding of an experience Upstart can be for them and their children. To be united together as teacher and student, regardless of whether or not that parent has a formal background in early education, for your child to be able to see you as another teacher in their life, and in fact, the very first teacher in their life, is truly an inexplicable experience for the parent and child. And touching again on the first point, their relief at how easy it is to navigate this program, given that, again, not every parent has a formal education in early childhood education, it can be difficult to know what to teach your child and when they're ready for new material versus if they need additional help. Given that the software is able to do that for you, that you don't have to worry about picking from a library of 10,000 resources and knowing what is developmentally appropriate for your child versus what might be too hard, too easy. You really don't have to waste any time or sweat or energy worrying about giving your child the right instruction at the right time, because Upstart is going to do that for you.
That's so phenomenal. I think that it's such a challenge as a parent to think, how do I make sure that my child is absorbing all of this important information so that they can succeed? You were telling me as we were preparing for this wonderful conversation that we're having that there's so much that of the future that depends on the preparation at that age. Talk to me a little bit about what's that correlation? You said that whatever it is that you do with this learning now will impact their future in the long term. Can you just expound on that a little bit more?
Exactly. Something I haven't shared yet is that Upstart is a no-cost, fully funded resource available for any family residing in Utah. And the reason behind this is because Utah believes in investing in early childhood education as a guarantor of success for that child's future when they become an adult and a contributor to society through higher education, through being employees at businesses, as well as founding them. As a state-funded resource, we are actually umbrellaed underneath the Governor's Office of Economic Opportunity. And that's how much the state of Utah sees early education and early literacy as a predictor and a foundational pillar of a child's future economic success.
Wow. That's remarkable. So something that you do now with your child will pay off in dividends to their ability to be successful as a professional in 20, 30 years.
Absolutely. The research is very clear, of which there is always a growing body of research on the importance of literacy, as well as the science of reading. How do we most effectively teach child to read, of which Upstart is built on the foundations of. But the research is very clear that early literacy is a huge predictor of later success in life across just about every sector or demographic you could possibly think of, from being a predictor to whether or not that child will have healthcare coverage in adulthood, whether or not that child will become a homeowner in adulthood, whether or not that child will become married or have children of their own. Early literacy can be a predictor of all of these different ways that we measure success as human beings.
Thank you for sharing that. So it's a crucial variable in everyone's success. That's just absolutely so beautiful. You're so eloquent in explaining that. Now, what is the correlation from what you have to offer and what we offer here at the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce with our businesses? Tell us a little bit about how maybe business owners or entrepreneurs can tap into the resources that Waterford.org has to offer every child.
Absolutely. So my specific role at Waterford.org and with the Upstart program is I'm really aimed at finding every family in Utah and letting them know that this is a resource that they can and should take advantage of while they can. You would think that we would do that primarily through face-to-face interactions with family, but we found that a much better and more trusted and deep way in which to secure a family's trust with their child's early education is by partnering with the community at large. We may not always be the most well-known or trusted entity in a family's life when it comes to who they consult on their child's future success. That might be their pediatrician that they have access to through their employer's funded healthcare plan. That might be their child's school district or their library, or it may be by word of mouth from mom's coworker at work who told her about Upstart. And so truly what I do at Waterford.org is I form partnerships. Specifically, I oversee partnerships with the business and Chamber of Commerce sectors here in Utah.
That's a lot of work.
It is. That encompasses just about everything, if you think about it. And so what I seek to do is to find business owners that are looking to go above and beyond the services that they currently provide to their clientele, as well as the place of work and income and security that they provide to their employees, to capitalize on that opportunity to truly build community with the captive audience they have, both by way of employment and by way of customer loyalty. And so if you are a business owner and you're looking for the opportunity to connect your community with the larger community that is out there in Utah, that offers free, low-cost, no-cost resources to support families in all aspects of their child's development and pursuit of success, that is what I do. We have many existing partnerships with other nonprofit organizations, with libraries, with school districts, with pediatricians, who are all anxious and engaged in this important work of connecting every family to every resource. And we know in many instances, the individuals that those families are spending the most time with are their employers and their coworkers and their customers. And so we see that as a very valuable avenue and an opportunity to connect to this greater work of supporting children and supporting parents in the difficult lift that is parenthood and raising successful, healthy children. So that's our ask today. If you are a business owner or you know a business owner who would like to get engaged in community engagement and nonprofit work, please connect with us, because we'd love to get the ball rolling on connecting you and your clientele and your employees, not only to Upstart, but to truly any and all of the resources that are out there in Utah to provide support.
Your work sounds so magical, and it's really impactful, and it's changing lives. How do people connect with you if they're wanting more information?
Absolutely. So as far as connecting from the aspect of you're a representative, an owner of a business, or a C-suite level executive, or perhaps you're a member or on the board of a chamber of commerce, you can reach out directly to me at baileypeters@waterford.org. That's BAILEYPETERS at WATERFORD.org. As far as participating in the Upstart program at large, we would love for you to connect with the information on screen by either going to our website, calling our toll-free phone number, or scanning our QR code to go directly to our application to see if you have a child that's of eligible age to participate in Upstart.
Thank you so much for summarizing that so eloquently. I am just so impressed with the work that you do, and how remarkable is it to know that someone in our state is wanting to connect with business owners, their families, their employees, to ensure that every child has access to this really crucial education. Thank you so much, Bailey, for what you do. And thank you for your time. And thanks to you at home for watching us. We're so grateful for all of you that tune in and that are wanting to improve your lives and give access to all of these existing resources here across our state. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.